smarter, not harder. Well, this is what's going to help you work a whole lot smarter when you need to till the land, as I like to say. $119. This is the Sunjo 24-volt 2-in-1 handheld and long handle tiller and cultivator. You're going to be able to do both. Comes in this one color. This is black. $119.99. This was $194. So you're saving about let's see here. You're saving $74. So incredible savings, 35% off. And here to tell us more about it is Sean Pickford. Sean, hi, my friend. Welcome.
Oh, thanks for having me this evening. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Yes, indeed. Tell us about this.
So this is from Sunjo. It's one of our 24-volt tools that we have here at QVC. Comes along with a 4-year warranty. And what's so special about this one is it's lightweight, powerful, and doesn't need any maintenance. There's no cords, there's no gas, there's no oil. All you do is put the battery on the back, hit the button in the front, and watch. You'll see those little turning blades there go back and forth, kind of like a mixer. So
yeah, so I was going to say, can I cook something with this?
Well, if you were making a big batch of something, I'm sure you could.
If I was feeding dinosaurs scrambled eggs.
Yeah, this would do the trick.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's really powerful yet lightweight. And what I love about it, it's two tools in one, basically. So right now I have it with a full extension on here. I'm about 6 foot tall. So if I were to go about, tilling the yard, tilling the garden, getting rid of weeds, it's awesome for weeding, turning over the mulch, I would have it in the full, basically all the pieces together like this. But think about it. What's real popular nowadays? Raised flower beds, raised gardens, things of that nature.
Right.
Right. So if I had it in the full mode like that, it's a little too big. So I'm just going to take it apart and show you what I'm talking about. So I'm just going to take the center pole out, and then we're going to put it in what we call our handheld configuration. So this is your pole, all right? It's about 24 inches in the center, and everything's plug and play. So in other words, you can't make a mistake on how you put it back in together because it clicks into place. So now I've taken the center pole out, and now I've made it a lot more accessible. So if I got the raised flower bed, I can do that. If I have the raised garden, I have a lot of planters that I plant flowers in. They're about 2.5 feet off the ground. To have that full pole in here, I'd be holding it like this, trying to operate the tiller. This doesn't work really well. So by being able to take that center section out, now I have a handheld piece that does a phenomenal job.
Okay, great. So this piece extended right here is 47 inches long. Now, the way you have it, the handheld is only 28 inches long. So that's perfect. Can this get into really hard, when the dirt gets so hard, it's like concrete. Can this get into that?
Down in Georgia, they have a surface called clay. And anybody that knows red clay in Georgia knows how hard that can be. Yes, these steel tines are designed to dig down into that clay. So even if you have the most stubborn soil, almost like concrete, this will get down on there. You can press down on it a little bit, but you'll notice when you pick it up, the head of it's weighted more than the handle part. And that's for a reason. Because you want that weight at the bottom there where it's actually digging into the soil, so you really don't have to press down. The weight of the unit does the work for you.
I'm going to walk over here.
It's tilling the soil, whether it's digging some holes to plant your flowers or bulbs or whatever you need to do, that's the perfect thing. And this handle here, this also adjusts. So I have it where it's most comfortable for me. And with all our Joe tools that have any kind of power, we always have a safety switch built into it. So in other words, if one of your small kids picks it up and just tries to hit the button to start it, it's not going to start. So I have to push this forward, then I can hit the button to start it.
That's smart.
But then I can go ahead and release that button there. So
look, it's I was able to, I thought this thing wasn't charged because I didn't know the safety feature. Like, I wasn't smart enough until you told me. There we go.
And even the battery, we have a little button on the battery so you know how much juice you have left on the battery. So you can get 30 to 45 minutes of continuous tilling with this. So when I hit that little button there, it tells me that I got 2 of the 3 dots left. So I was actually using mine out in the yard yesterday because my mulch started to look a little dingy. The sun was starting to turn the mulch a little lighter colored. So I went out there and I turned over my mulch. And it looks like I got brand new mulch. I love it for weeding. I love it for the gardening. Look, I'm over 60 years old. I can get down on the ground to do the weeding. Getting back up is a problem after a while. So, and this was me just the other day. I see that dirt patch I had there.
Right.
Well, I needed to plant some grass seed. So instead of me using a traditional shovel, I use this to turn over that soil, planting my grass seed. We got a ton of rain today, and that's one of the reasons why I'm inside right now. It was awesome. And look how fast and look how easy it was. All I had to do was hold it in place.
That's wonderful.
So
Sean, have you ever seen those hand tillers that are not motorized and they look like a long screwdriver and you're kind of just digging into the dirt with?
Yeah, I've seen those. This works better. I mean, I've had gas power ones. I've had all the different versions. And until I started using my Sunjo tools, I love these better because they do just as good a job, if not better. And there's zero maintenance with these. Look, I can store this inside if I want. If I don't have a shed or somewhere to put it. Maybe you have a place where you can garden, but you can't store the tools in a shed because, oh, let's face it, you don't want gasoline tools in your house or anything like that. You don't want oil. There's nothing to worry about here. Look, mine's 3 years old, and I hose it off when I'm done. Look how clean it is. It looks like I just got it out of the box.
Oh, it sure does. It's really wonderful. And you know, true story, on my first, I had a blind date with my husband, and when we just met 10 years ago, and I told him, I said, I need some help in my garden. I'm doing all this gardening. And the way he won me over was he showed up with one of his buddies and was like, let me help you. And we have this joke, this inside joke together where we say we need to till the land because that's what God said to do, be a steward of the earth. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I mean, this just makes so much easier work. Look, I used to do it with a shovel, and that's a ton of work, especially if you're putting in a bigger garden. Once you plant your plants, you start to get weeds. This is a perfect size to go between your plants, your zucchini, your tomatoes, your peppers, whatever it might be, without destroying the roots around the plants themselves, but getting rid of those weeds that are robbing the nutrients in the soil that your plants really need.
Amazing. And you can till the land as well and be a steward of the earth and do it by working smarter, not harder with this Sunjo. And you can use it on the two lengths. We've got the 47 inches and the 28-inch length. You can choose. $119.99 is the clearance price. This was $194. Thank you so much, Sean. It was great talking to you tonight.
Thank you.
All right, have a good night. That is item number M945.